From and what brings you to New Hampshire?
My name, with the help of the Almighty Rabbi Rabbi Weiss from Jews United Against Zionism. We have come to speak to the presidential candidates, everyone as far as we can reach them, to be able to clarify to them that the issue of this terrible quagmire in the Middle East, that starts with the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, has been wrongly understood, and the root of the whole problem is that people think that we have a religious conflict, Jews and Muslims, while in truth this has nothing to do with religion. It's not a religious conflict. The problem is the root of the whole terrible tragedy here is that Judaism has been stolen. The identity of Judaism has been transformed from the religion to nationalism. The State of Israel is a Zionist ideology. It's called the Zionist State of Israel. They have stolen the Jewish identity and created a state that has caused havoc, death, rivers of bloodshed. Jews have been living in Palestine for hundreds of years. We didn't have human rights groups to protect us. It wasn't necessary. And the same is in other Muslim countries. The problem is the creation of the state. And if the President of the United States and others would understand, leaders of the world would understand that is where the root problem is, the existence of this state, and they would work for a solution understanding this issue, then we hope that with God's help they'll be able to correct this tragedy, be able to bring to an end to this conflict. We are yearning as a Jew to be able to embrace the Arabs and the Muslims, that we can live in harmony as we've had, that we can show gratitude to the Muslim countries for the home they provided. In all the Muslim lands Jews lived. It is only since the Zionist movement started in the beginning of the 20th century, and this mistrust started.
So what should happen to the State of Israel?
Well, we pray and we hope for a speedy and peaceful dismantlement of the state. We have been living together in Palestine, and Jews have been living with Muslims. We can do it further. The presidents strive the whole time. Each president who takes the office strives to force a square into a round hole. They try to bring peace by attaining a two-state solution, or somehow having the State of Israel in existence. And we see that's futile because it's against God. God in the Torah does not permit the Jews to have a state, and we're not allowed to have a state by stealing and killing other people, taking their lands away. And even the existence of a state in an uninhabited land is expressly forbidden for Jews. Jews never attempted this for 2,000 years.
Right. Hey guys, I was wondering if let's do this way, because I'm picking up them talking.
Okay.
I really would like to.
I can't stand still. They can't.
All right, so I guess here's my my last question for you. Describe to me your ideal situation in the Middle East in 10 years.
Well, ideally,
if you had the ability to cast it the way you want to cast it.
Well, with the help of the Almighty, with His compassion, He should bring a speedy and peaceful end to this occupation of a land that's supposedly called the Jewish state. If it would be removed, it would be a land however the indigenous people want, or the Palestinian people want, whether it's a democracy or under their religion, it doesn't matter, and we'd be able to live together as history shows. We live together in every Muslim land. That's not a problem for the Jewish people. Whatever they search for, we as Jews are required to be loyal citizens in every land we live, and to pray for the good of that land.
So what would the governing authority or whatever of that area look like?
Well, it doesn't make any difference, because, as I say, Jews have a history of being able to live under Muslim control, or if it's a democracy. Jews always have to strive and pray for the well-being of the country that they're residing in. We have no problem to be under a different religion. The problem is the existence of this so-called Jewish state, because this is, as I said clearly, we're not, according to God, was forbidden since the destruction of the temple, King Solomon's temple, our own entity, our own sovereignty. We will